Hello folks, friends and movie lovers, welcome back to the channel and to the latest instalment of the movies in review. The movie I have to review for you all today is called Dear Evan Hansen. This movie is a coming of age movie which I thought was an incredible tearjerker. Dear Evan Hansen, starring Ben Platt as Evan Hansen, is the story of a high school and, as I perceived him, socially awkward misfit who lies in the wake of his classmate Connor's passing from suicide to comfort Connor's grieving mother. His initial attempt to tell the truth in the face of what was initially an innocent misunderstanding on the part of Connor's parents regarding a letter that was found in Connor's possession at the time of his death that had in fact been written by Hansen failed. Compounding that failure, Hansen invents a friendship between himself and Connor, which serves as the vehicle that hurts and alienates all of the people around him. Dear Evan Hansen, I think, tries to deal with a number of sensitive issues around mental health and the challenges of trying to assimilate into everyday situations. I'm not totally sure how well this has been achieved though, because there were times when things felt like just normal teenage anxieties. I am aware that, among other things, its portrayal of mental health did draw some criticism from critics. That being said, I thought the movie was good despite it underperforming at the box office and the amount of criticism it received. The story was engaging and easy to follow, and on that level I thought it was just fine. It's in its handling of mental health that I'm not so sure it was totally successful. As someone who doesn't have any first-hand knowledge or experience of mental illnesses, I rely quite heavily on the things I see in the people around me to aid my understanding, which I don't necessarily feel I got from this movie. Ultimately, it didn't diminish the story for me, as it proved to be an interesting diversion for a couple of hours to pass the time. At this point, I think it would be hard to see it as anything more than an ordinary run-of-the-mill story about a socially awkward high school misfit that gets caught out in a lie, perpetuated out of a misunderstanding that resulted in his initial attempt to tell the truth failing. I thought it was quite a novel idea to do it as a musical, which again I'm not sure has worked on this occasion either. The cast didn't sound that bad as singers, but I have definitely heard a lot better, even from Ben Platt, who had the lead role as Evan Hansen, and had previous experience with singing roles in musicals such as having starred as Benji in Pitch Perfect 1 and Pitch Perfect 2, where he sounded much, much better. This probably wouldn't be a movie that would jump to mind when making recommendations, and that's not because I didn't like it. I thought it was good for what it was. I just don't know that it is going to have a wide enough appeal. I would encourage people to see it if there's nothing else on. As I've suggested in the past, I am quite open-minded and will give things a try at least once, on the grounds that I may be pleasantly surprised, and encourage people to see things on that premise too, on the basis that you might be pleasantly surprised too. There have been movies that have pleasantly surprised me in the past. For me, I don't necessarily think I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It was okay. In spite of the criticism, I thought it was good considering that. But you never know, it might pleasantly surprise someone else. As I've said before, our likes, dislikes, our tastes and our preferences are very subjective. We are not all going to like the same things, and are allowed to disagree with each other where our opinions differ. In that regard, it would be interesting to hear from other people that have seen the movie to hear what you all think of it. If you'd like to express an opinion on this movie, then maybe just drop a comment in the comment section below, or email at cinemawithsimon150@gmail.com. Alright folks, that's all I've got for this one. Thank you for listening to the end. Please remember, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications and updates on when the latest reviews get uploaded. My name is Simon, and this is the Movies in Review. Thank you for listening.